I dare you to stand at the precipice of your own potential and confront the habits that hold you back. Each dawn brings a fresh opportunity, a blank canvas upon which we can paint the masterpiece of our lives. But how often do we find ourselves ensnared by the same old patterns, trapped in a cycle that stifles our growth? Today, I challenge you to reflect on the habits that shape your existence. Are they lifting you to new heights, or are they weighing you down like anchors in a stormy sea? Think for a moment about the choices you make each day. Do they reflect your dreams and aspirations, or do they mirror complacency and fear? You see, life is not merely a series of events that happen to us. It is a collection of choices we make, decisions that carve our path forward or lead us down a road of stagnation. The battle begins within. And each day presents us with the opportunity to wage war against the habits that threaten our very essence. Imagine waking up each morning with a fierce determination to conquer the barriers that stand in your way. What if you chose to rise above the complacency that whispers, "It's fine just as it is"? What if you dared to challenge the notion that settling is synonymous with satisfaction? Each of us possesses a fire within, a flame of potential waiting to be ignited. But that fire can flicker and fade in the presence of habits that drain our energy and diminish our spirit. As we embark on this journey together, let us acknowledge the power of our thoughts. Every day we are faced with the choice to either uplift ourselves or succumb to self-doubt. How often do you find yourself engaging in negative self-talk? That inner critic can be relentless, casting shadows over our achievements and magnifying our flaws. Yet we have the power to silence that voice and replace it with affirmations of strength and resilience. Each positive thought is a step toward liberation, a declaration that we refuse to be defined by our past mistakes or perceived shortcomings. And consider, too, the insidious nature of procrastination. It lurks like a thief in the night, robbing us of time and opportunities. How many times have you postponed that important task, convincing yourself that tomorrow will be different? The truth is, tomorrow often comes with its own set of distractions and excuses. But today is your moment to act. Break free from the shackles of procrastination by taking that first step, no matter how small. With each stride, you reclaim your power and assert your commitment to a life of purpose. Now let's reflect on the fear of failure that can paralyze even the most ambitious among us. How many dreams have been abandoned because the fear of falling short loomed larger than the desire to soar? Failure is not the end. It is simply a chapter in the story of your life. A lesson waiting to be learned. Embrace it as a necessary part of your journey, a stepping stone that leads you to greater wisdom and strength. When you redefine failure, not as a verdict, but as an opportunity for growth, you arm yourself with the courage to pursue your passions fearlessly. As we delve deeper into the 7 habits we must battle every day, let us remember that the journey of self-improvement is not a solitary path. We are all interconnected, bound by our shared struggles and victories. When one of us rises, we lift each other in the process. Imagine the ripple effect of a community committed to overcoming its challenges, a collective force that inspires and empowers. Now picture the most vibrant version of yourself. What does that look like? What habits fuel that vision? You have the ability to sculpt your reality, to transform your life into the masterpiece it was meant to be. But it requires courage, perseverance, and a relentless commitment to battle those habits that seek to hold you back. As we step forward together, I urge you to embrace this daily. Each day is a canvas, and you are the artist. Will you create a work of art that reflects your true potential, or will you allow the habits of yesterday to dictate your future? Remember, the most profound changes begin with a single decision. A decision to fight for the life you deserve, to rise above complacency, to silence self-doubt, and to embrace every challenge with open arms. Let this be the day you choose to battle your habits, to confront the obstacles that stand in your way. You are not alone in this struggle. We are all warriors in our own right. As we navigate this journey, let us uplift one another, share our stories, and celebrate our triumphs. Together, we can forge a path toward a brighter, more empowered future. So I invite you to take that first step, to accept this challenge, and to dare to be the best version of yourself. What does it mean to be satisfied? When you gaze into the mirror of your life, do you see a reflection of fulfillment, or do you see the shadows of complacency lurking just beneath the surface? It's a question that beckons us to explore the delicate balance between contentment and stagnation. Complacency has a way of wrapping itself around us like a warm blanket, providing a false sense of security and comfort. It whispers sweet nothings, convincing us that where we are is perfectly acceptable. But let me tell you, this is a battle we must confront every single day. Complacency is the silent thief of our dreams, an insidious force that lulls us into a state of inertia. It often masquerades as contentment, leading us to believe that we're okay with the status quo. Yet deep down, we may yearn for more growth, more adventure, more purpose. How many times have you caught yourself saying, "I'm fine just the way I am"? While it's essential to appreciate who we are, it's equally important to recognize that growth is a lifelong journey. We should never settle for mediocrity when the potential for greatness lies within us. Picture a flower in a garden. It blooms beautifully, but if it remains in the same pot for too long, its roots will become bound, stunted, and deprived of the nutrients it needs to thrive. This is what complacency does to us. It restricts our growth, limits our potential, and keeps us from reaching for the sky. We must be willing to uproot ourselves to seek new soil where we can flourish and expand. It requires courage and a willingness to embrace discomfort. The first step in this battle is to recognize complacency for what it truly is: a barrier to our dreams. As we navigate through life, it's all too easy to become comfortable with our routines, the daily grind that feels safe and predictable. But ask yourself, when was the last time you stepped outside your comfort zone? When was the last time you took a risk, challenged yourself, or pursued something that ignited a fire within you? Think of the moments that brought you the most joy and fulfillment. Were they not the times when you dared to venture into the unknown? The complacency flourishes in the absence of challenge. It thrives on the idea that we can coast through life without effort, but growth is a deliberate act. It demands our attention and our intention. Each day presents us with opportunities to push beyond our limits, to explore new horizons, and to discover the depths of our capabilities. So I urge you, embrace the discomfort of growth. Seek out challenges that stretch your mind, body, and spirit. It is in those moments of discomfort that we truly begin to evolve. Let's reflect on the stories of those who have dared to battle complacency. Consider the athlete who wakes up before dawn to train while others sleep. They understand that greatness is not handed to them. It is earned through dedication and hard work. Every drop of sweat, every ounce of effort is a testament to their refusal to settle. Or think of the artist who pours their heart into their craft, constantly experimenting and pushing boundaries, refusing to let their creativity stagnate. They understand that true artistry lies in evolution. We all have the potential to be artists in our own lives, crafting a narrative that reflects our most authentic selves. But the canvas of our existence requires our active participation. We must pick up the brush and start painting even when it feels daunting. Complacency may scream at us to stay within the lines, to play it safe, but the most beautiful works of art are often created in the spaces of uncertainty. Don't let fear dictate choices. Let your passion guide you. One powerful way to combat complacency is to set audacious goals. Goals that inspire you, that ignite your passion, and that challenge you to reach beyond what you thought possible. But remember, goals are not merely a destination. They are the fuel that drives our journey. They give us purpose and direction, helping us to break free from the chains of complacency. When you set a goal, visualize it, feel it, and let it become a part of your daily existence. Allow your dreams to shape your actions and watch as you transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. As you embark on this path, it's essential to surround yourself with people who inspire and uplift you. Seek out those who challenge your thinking, who refuse to let you settle for less than you deserve. Community plays a pivotal role in this battle. When we come together sharing our aspirations and supporting one another, we create a powerful network of accountability. We remind each other that growth is not a solitary journey. It is a collective endeavor. In moments of self-doubt, lean on your community. Share your struggles and victories. Let them remind you of your worth. Together, you can lift each other higher, pushing one another to break free from the confines of complacency. Understand that building this support system is an investment in your future, a commitment to growth and authenticity. As we continue to explore the battle against complacency, let's recognize that it is not a fight without its challenges. There will be days when the allure of comfort is strong, when the temptation to retreat into familiar patterns calls to you. It's during these moments that we must dig deep, summon our resilience, and remind ourselves of our purpose. Remember, the journey of growth is not linear. It is filled with twists and turns, ups and downs. Embrace each moment, for they all contribute to the tapestry of your life. The battle against complacency is a daily endeavor, one that requires vigilance and determination. It's about making a conscious choice to pursue growth over ease, to seek challenges over comfort. So I encourage you to rise each morning with a fierce resolve to combat complacency. Make it your mission to seek new experiences, set bold goals, and surround yourself with those who inspire you. With every step you take away from complacency, you reclaim your power. You ignite the spark of possibility that lies within you, allowing it to shine brightly for all to see. You are capable of remarkable things, and the world is waiting for you to unleash your potential. Complacency may be a formidable opponent, but it is not invincible. Each day, you have the power to choose growth, to choose transformation, and to choose a life that reflects the brilliance of your true self. What is it that holds you back from taking that crucial step toward your dreams? Is it fear, doubt, or perhaps something more insidious? Today, we confront the formidable opponent known as procrastination, the quiet thief of our time and dreams. Procrastination is often wrapped in the guise of comfort, a seductive lullaby that convinces us to put off tasks until tomorrow. But the truth is, tomorrow is not promised. It is merely an illusion that can lead us further down the path of inaction. Think for a moment about the goals you have set for yourself. How many of them have been postponed because you told yourself, I'll do it later? We all know the nagging feeling of guilt that creeps in when we realize we've allowed time to slip away, yet we find ourselves paralyzed by the very thought of starting. Procrastination is a cycle that begins with hesitation and ends with regret, and it is a battle that many of us face daily. As we delve into this fight against procrastination, it's essential to understand the root causes of this habit. Often it stems from a fear of failure or perfectionism. We want our work to be flawless, and when we feel it won't measure up to our own standards, we choose to delay rather than risk falling short. This mindset traps us in a cycle of avoidance, where we convince ourselves that we are too busy or too overwhelmed to tackle our responsibilities. But let's be clear, perfection is a myth, and the pursuit of it can be paralyzing. Embracing the idea that progress is more important than perfection is crucial in this battle. Each small step taken is a step in the right direction, and it brings us closer to our goals. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment to start, allow yourself the grace to begin where you are. It's okay if your first attempt isn't your best. What matters is that you are moving forward. The act of starting ignites momentum, and momentum is a powerful ally in our fight against procrastination. Reflect on the moments when you felt the weight of procrastination pressing down on you. Perhaps you felt overwhelmed by a project, thinking it was too big to tackle all at once. But consider this: every monumental achievement began as a collection of small tasks. Break your goals into manageable chunks and celebrate each accomplishment along the way. This approach not only makes the task less daunting, but also builds a sense of accomplishment that fuels your motivation. As we navigate this journey, let's talk about the importance of time management. Our time is our most valuable resource, and how we choose to spend it reflects our priorities. Create a schedule that aligns with your goals and stick to it. Set aside dedicated blocks of time for focused work, free from distractions. Utilize tools like to-do lists, calendars, or digital planners to keep you organized and accountable. When you allocate time specifically for your tasks, it becomes easier to resist the temptations of procrastination. Consider also the power of accountability. Share your goals with someone who can support you, a friend, a mentor, or a colleague. When we vocalize our intentions, we create a sense of commitment that can propel us into action. Knowing that someone else is aware of our goals can be a powerful motivator, pushing us to follow through and take that next step. Together, you can celebrate your progress and hold each other accountable for the commitments you've made. It's not just about managing time. It's about managing our mindset. We must recognize the thoughts and beliefs that fuel our procrastination. Ask yourself, what stories am I telling myself that keep me from moving forward? Are they rooted in fear or self-doubt? Challenge those narratives. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations of capability and strength. Remind yourself that you have the power to change your circumstances, to rise above the inertia that holds you back. In this fight against procrastination, it's also important to create an environment that fosters productivity. Surround yourself with inspiration and remove distractions that derail your focus. Whether it's decluttering your workspace, turning off notifications, or setting boundaries with those around you, create a space that encourages you to dive deep into your work. When your environment is aligned with your goals, it becomes easier to engage in the task at hand. Let's also acknowledge the role of self-compassion in this journey. The road to overcoming procrastination is not always smooth. There will be setbacks. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism when we slip back into old habits. However, it's essential to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. Acknowledge that we are all human, and it's natural to face challenges. Instead of berating yourself for procrastinating, focus on what you can learn from the experience and how you can move forward. Embrace the idea that each day is a new opportunity to begin again. As we continue this conversation about the fight against procrastination, let's remember that it's not just about the tasks we put off. It's about the dreams and aspirations we hold dear. Each moment wasted in procrastination is a moment taken away from pursuing our passions, our goals, and our true potential. So let's ignite that fire within us. Let's choose to take action, to push through the resistance, and to embrace the discomfort that comes with growth. Visualize yourself breaking free from the chains of procrastination. Picture the sense of satisfaction that comes from completing a task you've long delayed. Feel the confidence that blossoms when you take decisive action toward your goals. With every small victory, you build a reservoir of strength that empowers you to tackle even greater challenges. The battle against procrastination is ongoing, but you are not alone in this fight. We are all warriors, each of us grappling with our own struggles. Together we can share our stories, our strategies, and our victories. Let's create a network of support that lifts us up and propels us forward. As we transition from this discussion, hold on to the truth that procrastination does not define you. You have the power to reclaim your time, to take control of your actions, and to step boldly into the life you desire. Each day is a fresh opportunity to fight back against this habit, to rise above the inertia, and to pursue your dreams with unwavering determination. So as we move forward in our exploration of the habits that challenge us, let's remember that procrastination is merely a hurdle on our journey. With every step we take, we grow stronger, more resilient, and ever closer to the fulfillment of our aspirations. Together, let us continue to wage this battle, armed with the knowledge that we possess the strength to overcome. What do you hear when you listen to the voice inside your head? Is it a cheerleader urging you on, or is it a critic tearing you down with every misstep? Today, we delve into the powerful and often destructive realm of negative self-talk, the internal dialogue that shapes our beliefs, influences our actions, and ultimately determines our self-worth. Each of us carries an inner voice, a constant companion that can either lift us to great heights or drag us into the depths of despair. The challenge lies in confronting that voice and transforming it into one that is nurturing and empowering. Negative self-talk manifests in many forms, often cloaked in familiar phrases that we've internalized over time. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. I always mess things up. These statements are not just idle thoughts. They're declarations that shape our reality. When we allow ourselves to be consumed by this negativity, we not only undermine our potential, but also create a barrier to growth and achievement. It's a battle we must engage in daily, one that requires courage and commitment to shift our mindset. Let's take a moment to reflect on the origins of this inner critic. Often, it stems from past experiences, societal expectations, or comparisons we make with others. Perhaps you were told as a child that you weren't good enough, or maybe you felt the pressure to meet certain standards set by your peers or culture. These messages can linger in our minds, becoming the lens through which we view ourselves. But the truth is, those messages do not define you. They are echoes of the past, not the reality of your present or future. In this journey of confronting negative self-talk, it's essential to first recognize when it occurs. Awareness is the first step in reclaiming your narrative. Pay attention to your thoughts, especially during moments of challenge or self-doubt. Notice the language you use when you speak to yourself. Are you kind and compassionate, or are you harsh and judgmental? This awareness allows you to identify patterns and triggers, giving you the tools to challenge those negative beliefs. Once you've acknowledged the presence of negative self-talk, it's time to confront it head-on. Challenge those destructive thoughts with a simple yet powerful question. Is this true? Often the statements we make about ourselves are exaggerated or based on flawed reasoning. For instance, if you find yourself thinking, I always fail, ask yourself, is that really true? What evidence do I have to support that belief? More often than not, you'll find that your mind has exaggerated the situation, overlooking your successes and achievements. Another effective strategy is to reframe your thoughts. Instead of saying, I can't do this, try shifting to, I may struggle, but I am capable of learning and growing. This simple change in language can transform your mindset from one of defeat to one of possibility. By focusing on growth and progress, you empower yourself to take action even in the face of uncertainty. Let's also explore the impact of affirmations in this battle against negative self-talk. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce your worth and capabilities. When repeated regularly, they can reshape your beliefs and bolster your self. Create a list of affirmations that resonate with you, such as I am enough, I deserve success, or I am capable of achieving my goals. Recite these affirmations daily, allowing them to sink deep into your consciousness. Over time, you'll find that they become a part of your internal dialogue, replacing the negative narratives that once held you back. As we confront the inner critic, it's vital to cultivate self-compassion. Understand that we are all imperfect beings, and making mistakes is a natural part of the human experience. When you stumble, instead of berating yourself with harsh criticism, treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. Acknowledge your feelings, but do not let them define you. Embrace your flaws and recognize that they are a part of what makes you beautifully human. A shift to a self-compassion allows you to build resilience, enabling you to bounce back from setbacks with grace and confidence. Let's also consider the influence of our environment on our self-talk. The people we surround ourselves with play a crucial role in shaping our beliefs. Negative influences can amplify self-doubt and feed our inner critic, while supportive and encouraging individuals can help us cultivate a more positive mindset. Seek out relationships that uplift you, challenge you to grow, and remind you of your worth. When you're surrounded by positivity, it becomes easier to silence the negativity within. As we navigate this complex landscape of self-talk, it's essential to remember that change takes time. Transforming your internal dialogue is not an overnight process. It requires consistent effort and practice. Be patient with yourself as you work through this journey. Every small step you take toward cultivating a more positive mindset is a victory worth celebrating. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how incremental, and allow it to serve as motivation to keep moving forward. In this ongoing battle, let's also embrace the power of gratitude. Focusing on what you are thankful for shifts your perspective from one of lack to one of abundance. When you take time each day to reflect on the positive aspects of your life, you create a buffer against negative self-talk. Gratitude helps you recognize your strengths, accomplishments, and the support you have around you. This practice fosters a mindset of appreciation, allowing you to see yourself and your journey through a more compassionate lens. As we prepare to transition from this exploration of negative self-talk, let's hold on to the understanding that you are not defined by the harsh words of your inner critic. You have the power to rewrite your narrative, to confront those negative beliefs, and to embrace a more empowering self-dialogue. Each day is an opportunity to practice kindness toward yourself, to challenge the stories that hold you back, and to cultivate a mindset that celebrates your unique journey. In this fight against negative self-talk, remember that you are not alone. We all struggle with those inner voices that seek to undermine our confidence. But together, we can support one another, sharing our experiences and strategies for transformation. Let's continue to uplift each other, reminding ourselves that we are deserving of love, success, and growth. As we move forward in our exploration of the habits that challenge us, let's carry with us the knowledge that our thoughts have the power to shape our reality. By confronting negative self-talk and replacing it with compassion and empowerment, we can break free from the chains that bind us. Together, we will rise, embracing the beauty of our imperfections and celebrating the strength that lies within each of us. What does it feel like to stand on the cusp of a great opportunity, only to be paralyzed by the fear of failure? It's a feeling we all know too well. A weight that can anchor us in place when we yearn to soar. The struggle with the fear of failure is a universal battle, one that can hold us hostage and prevent us from pursuing our dreams. But what if I told you that failure is not the enemy? What if it can be a teacher, a guide, and a stepping stone on our journey to success? Fear of failure often creeps in quietly, whispering doubts and amplifying insecurities. It tells us we're not good enough, not smart enough, not talented enough to achieve our goals. This internal dialogue can be so powerful that it can convince us to play it safe, to stick to the familiar, even when our hearts are calling us to take risks. But let's take a moment to reflect. What does staying in our comfort zone truly cost us? Yes, it may feel safe, but it also comes with the price of stagnation, missed opportunities, and unfulfilled potential. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, the waves crashing against the shore. You can see the beauty that lies beyond the horizon, the adventures waiting to unfold. Yet, fear keeps you anchored to the sand, hesitant to step into the water. The irony here is that the very thing that holds you back, fear, is also the force that reveals your strength. It's in those moments of fear that we are presented with a choice. We can either allow it to paralyze us or use it as fuel to propel us forward. Let's delve deeper into the origins of this fear. Often it's rooted in past experiences, times when we've stumbled, faced criticism, or felt inadequate. These memories can linger, shaping our perception of what it means to fail. Yet what we often overlook is that failure is an essential part of growth. Every successful individual has faced setbacks. It's a natural part of the journey. The difference lies in how we choose to respond to those failures. When we shift our perspective on failure, we begin to see it as a valuable opportunity for learning and growth. Each setback is a lesson wrapped in the guise of disappointment. Instead of viewing failure as a reflection of our worth, let's embrace it as a stepping stone that leads us closer to our goals. When we take the fear out of failure, we reclaim our power and open ourselves up to new possibilities. Consider the stories of those who have turned their failures into triumphs. Think of the inventor who faced countless rejections before creating a product that changed the world, or the artist who painted thousands of canvases before producing a masterpiece. Each of these individuals encountered failure and doubt, yet they persevered. They understood that failure is not a dead end. It's a detour that can lead to greater discoveries. As we navigate this struggle with fear of failure, let's explore the importance of setting realistic expectations. Often we build our dreams on a foundation of perfectionism, believing that we must achieve success flawlessly. However, the truth is that perfection is an illusion. Instead of striving for perfection, let's aim for progress. Allow yourself to take imperfect action, knowing that each step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to where you want. Another powerful strategy in combating the fear of failure is to visualize your success. Close your eyes and imagine the outcome you desire. What does it feel like to achieve your goals? How does it change your life? Visualization can be a potent tool, allowing you to see beyond your fears and into the realm of possibilities. When you focus on success, you create a mental roadmap that guides you toward your goals, making the prospect of failure feel less daunting. Let's also recognize the value of building a support system. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and encourage you. Share your fears and aspirations with those who believe in you, and let their support serve as a reminder that you are not alone in this journey. When you have a network of positive influences, it becomes easier to face your fears head. They can provide perspective, share their own experiences with failure, and remind you of your resilience. In moments of fear, it can also be helpful to reflect on your why. Why do you want to pursue this dream? What drives you to take risks? By reconnecting with your purpose, you can find the courage to push through the fear. Our why serves as a beacon of light, illuminating the path ahead and reminding you that the potential rewards far outweigh the risks of failure. As we confront the fear of failure, let's also embrace the concept of self-compassion. Understand that it's okay to feel afraid. It's a natural part of the human experience. Instead of criticizing yourself for feeling fearful, treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Acknowledge your feelings, but don't let them dictate your actions. Embrace the idea that you are worthy of pursuing your dreams, regardless of the outcome. The struggle with fear of failure is a continuous journey. It's not something we conquer once and for all. There will be moments when doubt creeps back in, when the fear feels overwhelming. During those times, remind yourself of the progress you've made. Reflect on the challenges you've overcome in the past and the strength you've cultivated along the way. You are more resilient than you realize, and each experience, whether deemed a success or failure, has contributed to your growth. As we prepare to transition from this exploration of fear, remember that the fear of failure does not have to define your journey. You have the power to rewrite your narrative, to embrace failure as an integral part of your growth story. Each day presents an opportunity to confront your fears, to step outside your comfort zone, and to pursue your dreams with unwavering determination. In this battle against fear, let's hold on to the truth that you are not alone. We all face fears and doubts, but together we can support one another in overcoming them. Let's create a community that celebrates resilience, encourages vulnerability, and embraces the journey of growth. So, as we move forward in our exploration of the habits that challenge us, let's carry with us the knowledge that fear is merely a stepping stone on the path to success. By embracing failure, we unlock our potential and discover the courage that lies within each of us. Together, we will rise, confront our fears, and step boldly into the future that awaits us.